Well, let's look at this other matter. The Speaker of the House of Reps eventually moved from PDP to the APC, and yesterday lots of people saw him at that rally, which just, of course, proved paid to that. How is the party taking this?
Well, you see, I've been thinking about things since yesterday. We are in for a very rough time in this country again. After Boko Haram and Ebola, this is another test case for how Nigeria can manipulate things and get things done. I can divide the season into two. Between now and December 3rd, what happens? After December 3rd, what happens? After February election, what happens? Between now and December 3rd is the period of nomination of candidates, particularly for the governorship and National Assembly. If majority of the members that are in the House of Rep and Senate fail to be nominated to contest election, there will be problem, because they will not have anything to lose again, other to cause crisis in the National Assembly. But if the two parties manage it well and allow them to continue, the majority of them, they will have the interest of Nigeria at heart and maintain peace in the National Assembly. After 3rd of December, then there will be an election. If Tambuwal is elected as governor of Sokoto State, he will behave in the interest of Nigeria in the House of Rep. If he loses, last no state again, things will be more turbulent. Because the National Assembly is so critical in the running of government in Nigeria. Almost everything can be approved and the government will move on.
Okay, so if he loses, he will still be acting as Speaker.
Yes. Then
so is that period?
Yes, that it can do a lot of damage. It can do a lot of damage because, yes, he will never be able to come into the limelight again. Just like all the other speakers have problems. From Buhari to Garinada to Aminu Tambuwal, all speakers have been having having this problem of even participating actively in politics after leaving office because of this sort of thing. So if he wins governorship election, there will be peace in the country. And if there is no peace in the National Assembly, there can never be peace in the country.
But when the other speakers did not win, was there...
They are not in opposition. Because PDP needs 240 members out of the 360 to impeach him.
Can they get it?
It's difficult because the opposition will also would not want it to happen. So APC will not want you to pick out of their members to make up your 240. PDP would like to make the 240, and there will be confusion. I have been part of the system before. I've been in the Senate, and I know how it works. It doesn't work the way we look at it. There are so many undercurrent things going on.
That time, bring us up to speed. I'm even happier that you're the one here today, because while you were there at the Senate, you were a senator under the Alliance for Democracy.
Yes.
At what point did you leave for the PDP? You were still a senator when you left?
Yes. 2002.
And you didn't lose your seat.
No.
You now went on to become the minister in 2003, around July or thereabout.
Yes.
So the talk about the constitution and people saying that some people should lose their seats because they have moved from one party to the other. What's your take on that?
There's a provision there. If there is a division in your party, and you know these people are clever, they went to attend the convention of PDP. And they now constituted a new PDP, believing that there was a crack in PDP. So they planned it. So you cannot remove him. All those ones that they went to court, because they divided the party into two, apparently. Although the party went to court and they didn't recognize new PDP. But at least they had a chairman, and our secretary now said we are secretary of the new PDP. So that was contradiction, and it became a problem. So you cannot remove them easily unless we go to court. If you go to court, it will take so many years because you have to go to the Supreme Court. The tenure will have expired.
On this particular matter now, we're looking at talking about the number 4 citizen jumping ship, and for your party, as Chairman started by asking, that really is a big loss to your party.
A lot to the country. It's not a party thing anymore. If there is peace in the National Assembly, then everybody will be happy.
You think this will cause any rancor?
A lot. It can damage the existence of the country because a very critical opposition to the government in parliament is not going to be smooth sailing again, because you have to be looking at them before you take any decision. You have to carry them along because they can be antagonistic to any program of a sitting government.
But that could also be at their own detriment, because of if it's a people-oriented program, definitely if they kick against it or shoot it down, that will be a minus to their own political ambition to the country.
People don't see it that way.
I think they see it that way, because you recall how some other issues had happened about the budget, and they were trying to make a move to see that it doesn't pass. Loads and loads of Nigerians stood up and said, hey, wait a minute, this has gone beyond politics.
And then you can see
so if it's a people-oriented program, I'm sure it will definitely fly. Don't you think
so?
There's
a negative attitude to legislation. Why should they go to that extent? So you can see what they can do if they now have the speaker. That tendency is not going to be easy for Nigeria, particularly between February and May. There will have been an election in February. If majority of the members now return, there will be peace. If they don't return, they don't have anything at stake again. If Tambuwal wins governorship, there will be peace. If he loses and he still retains his position as speaker, there will be problem, because he doesn't have anything at stake again. I'm just looking at the future of this country with this development, and it is up to Tambuwal himself to have the interest of Nigeria at heart, because it could lead to a lot of problems, and the leadership of APC and PDP must see this problem as a national problem, not their party, because they have the resources to destabilize the house. I've been part of it. A lot of resources could add to the destabilization of the National Assembly.